Okay, so we're live. Give you guys a second to get the notification, log in, check it out. Walk around a little bit. Okay. Alright, welcome. This is Virtual History 360. This is random history, I guess you'd call it. This is the White House of the Confederacy. Now, White House of the Confederacy, you obviously think of the White House in Washington, D.C. In the Civil War times, Richmond, Virginia was the capital of the Confederacy. Now, behind me, this is the back porch. I'm trying to zoom out far enough that you can see. This is the back porch of Jefferson Davis's, Capitol Executive Mansion, okay? Now, this home was actually built in either 1818 or 1828. Don't quote me on that. It was a private home. It was a very wealthy home. It's huge. There's lots of land. But the guy that owned it, when the war broke out, leased it or sold it to the city of Richmond, donated it to them, and they leased it to the Confederate government. Now, what did they do with this house? Well, it was his home. This is where Jefferson and his wife Verena lived, as well as his children. I'll get to that in a second. During this time, they had their servants. They were living like a normal life. It was also where they hosted official parties, official meetings, stuff like that. Well, the war ends. Richmond's captured. The family flees. The council flees. What happens to the home? Well, the Union takes it. They use it as an office during Reconstruction. Eventually, it gets opened as a public school. And actually, I just learned this. This is actually pretty neat. It's not a very big building. There's a basement and 3 floors, right? You got the attic at the top there. This was a public school, one of the first public schools in Richmond. 700 students in here. And they also found out there were only 2 bathrooms. Can you imagine? Now, if my students are watching this, imagine our hallway with all of our students with only 2 bathrooms. All right, think about that. All right, eventually it gets turned into a museum, and then finally what it is now, it's restored to what it would have been in antebellum and Civil War years, okay? Now, the land all around has been taken up. Take a look around. This is the VCU, Commonwealth University. This is their campus circling around. It's also the hospital. I think if I turn this way, you can see the emergency sign right back there. There we go. Now, if you were back in, say, 1861, 1865, right? April 4th of 1865, after Richmond has fallen, if I turn this way, there's a building. You can't see anything. It's construction, scaffolding. This, you could see the river. And guess who walked up that river, up to these steps right behind me? No other than Abraham Lincoln. He came inside, sat in the study of the fallen Confederate president. Now, the story of Jefferson Davis is going to be a 360 video in the future, but it's an interesting tale after he leaves Richmond. But that about does it for this little trip right here. I'm outside. Let's see if I can't really see it. The museum, the American Civil War Museum is behind me here. The house, you can get the tour. If you ever find yourself in Richmond, Virginia, do yourself a favor and check this out. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Check it out. All right, for Virtual History 360, I'm Mr. Wade. Thank you.